Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's end-of-day world currencies, stock markets and commodities wrap-up for Wednesday, August 6th, 2025. Kicking things off, I'm Victoria Cashmore. Major currencies strengthened against the US dollar today. The greenback showed particular weakness against the euro, dropping 0.7% in a strong negative trend. The sterling and Aussie dollar both gained ground, while the yen moved sideways. Looking at returns, the dollar is showing broad weakness this month, notably falling 2% against the euro. Year-to-date performance shows significant declines, with the euro and Swiss franc both gaining over 11% against the greenback. Among Asian currencies, the dollar maintains a very strong positive trend against the Indian rupee. Meanwhile, the Kiwi broke higher after 5 days of flat trading, while the yuan remained in a tight range. Return metrics show the dollar has gained over 2% against the rupee year-to-date, contrasting with broad losses against most major currencies. The Singapore dollar has strengthened nearly 6% against the greenback this year.
Looking at global stock market tracking ETFs, I'm Max Profit. Poland led the pack, rising 3.3% with a very strong upward trend. Austria and Brazil showed notable strength, gaining 1.8% and 1.6% respectively. Italy and Spain also performed well, with Spain reaching new all-time highs. The week-to-date returns show impressive momentum, with Poland and Spain both up over 3.5%. Year-to-date, Poland has surged more than 57%, while Austria and Spain have both gained over 44%. Italy has advanced nearly 38%. Among underperforming markets, Switzerland fell nearly 1% amid a strong negative trend. Denmark dropped 0.73%, marking its second consecutive down day. Chile, India, and Norway all showed weakness, with India recording its third straight day of losses. Looking at returns, India shows weakness both week-to-date and month-to-date, down about 0.9% and 0.7% respectively. Denmark is slightly negative for the week. Despite today's decline, Chile maintains a solid 20% gain year-to-date, while Norway is up 22%.
Considering commodities, I'm liquidity. Gold futures slipped marginally while maintaining a very strong upward trend. Silver futures notched its 5th consecutive positive close. Aluminum futures demonstrated notable strength, rising 2.7% with a strong upward trend. Year-to-date returns show impressive gains across precious metals, with gold and silver both up nearly 30%. Palladium has been particularly volatile, showing a 26% annual gain despite recent downward pressure. In energy markets, crude futures remained under pressure. Brent and WTI crude both declined over 1%, marking their 6th and 7th consecutive down days respectively. Natural gas bucked the trend, rising 2.2%. Weekly returns reflect broad weakness in energy, with Brent and WTI crude both down over 4%. Natural gas showed resilience with a modest weekly gain, though maintaining a significant year-to-date decline of 15%. In livestock, feeder cattle reached fresh all-time highs for the second consecutive day. Lean hogs plunged 15.4% amid heightened volatility. Corn futures surged 5.3%. The livestock sector shows strong year-to-date performance, with feeder cattle up over 30% and live cattle gaining nearly 20%. Lean hogs maintain a 13% annual gain despite today's sharp decline. Grains showed mixed performance. Corn surged 5.3%, while wheat gained 1.3% despite strong downward volatility. Soybean futures broke lower after 4 days of consolidation. Year-to-date returns in grains remain challenging, with corn down 12% and wheat showing an 8.5% decline. Oats remain one of few bright spots, maintaining a modest gain for the year. Soft commodities showed weakness across most contracts today. Coffee futures led the decline, falling 3.7% to 287.40. Sugar continues its very strong negative trend, down for the second consecutive session. Cocoa was the lone bright spot, gaining 121 points to 8,484. Year-to-date performance shows significant declines across the board. Orange juice has experienced the steepest decline, down nearly 52%. Cocoa has retreated 27%, while sugar has fallen 16.7%. Cotton has shown relative stability, down just 2.2% for the year.
And with that, we conclude another end-of-day world currency, markets and commodities wrap-up. I'm Victoria Cashmore, along with my AI co-hosts Max Profit and Liquidity. Thanks for watching. Look for daily wrap-ups every day just after 5 p.m. New York time. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency and commodities. Thanks for watching.